Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today's video is all about the 1717 halfpenny from the reign of George I, the coin we see on screen now. We will start with the design and then move on to the facts and figures of this coin in this video. Here we see the reverse design of the coin, featuring the classic portrait of Lady Britannia on this coin facing to the left, with the shield to her side bearing the Union flag, holding a branch of leaves and a staff or spear in her hand rather than a trident in some of the later issues. Around her is the word Britannia, linking to the country of Britannia and the actual Lady Britannia on the coin. Below her is the date 1717, early in the reign of George I, when the coin was made. There is a big sort of circle around the design, and outside of the circle there is then the milling, teeth or beads, and these are all there as a measure to prevent the coin from being clipped and metal content being stolen from the coin, which was illegal at the time. One last thing to note is that Britannia is wearing no helmet, as she does on later coins. Now then, moving on to the obverse of this coin, we can see here the portrait of George I. And here is his bust facing to the left, uncrowned but with a laureate in his hair. We can also see it has some of his shoulders in there, and the top parts of his clothes as well featured here. And this portrait is the work of engraver and designer John Crocker. Around the portrait is the legend in Latin, which reads Georgius Rex, and translates to King George. At the time, of course, he wasn't King George I, he was just King George. As because there had been no other King Georges, there could be no confusion of who King George was. There had only ever been one, so it must be the current King George. Later though, King George I, after more King Georges came later in the line of succession. Now then, that's the design of the coin. As said, we'll move on now to the facts and figures of the 1717 halfpenny. Let's go. This coin was minted at the Tower Mint in London, within the Tower of London, home and headquarters of the Royal Mint between 1279 and 1810. This coin is composed of pure copper, with no extra metal in this coin alloyed to it. It is just the pure copper, as all coins before 1860 of the copper coins were actually copper, before bronze alloys were used after 1816 onwards. Now then, the weight of this coin is 10.8 grams, a very, very heavy coin in respect to the small value of only half a penny, and a large diameter as well at 26 millimeters, a similar size and weight to a florin coin of more modern times for comparison. The mintage of the 1717 halfpenny is unknown. However, it is a common date for the type, so out of all these George I halfpennies of this design, 1717 is one of the more common dates and easier year to find. The halfpenny piece is of course worth 1/2 of a penny. This is then 1/24 of a shilling, or 1/480th of a pound sterling, under the pre-decimal money system. And in 1717, when the coin was issued, a halfpenny is equal to 64 pence today. It is easy to think that halfpennies were always very small change. However, 64 pence is a fairly decent buying power, not so small at all. And then, at the end of December in 1869, the coin was demonetised, no longer being legal tender. Now then, after all these centuries, what is the value of a coin now to a collector? In poor condition, the coin will sell for around £13. Fine condition, £30, £100 in extremely fine condition, and £250 in almost uncirculated grade, as there are none of them that are really uncirculated, as it's so old all of them have been a bit battered and knocked around in circulation. So there we go, the 1717 halfpenny, a lovely old copper coin from our great era of Georgian coinage. Please do subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed the video and learnt something new, and of course a big thank you to everyone for watching to the very end. That means a lot as well. So we hope to see you again soon for some more coins and bits and bobs in the future. Bye!